Okay, I want to make sure that I am on. So let's try this. Here we go. And then I also need to make sure that if I am live on Facebook, which it says I am, um, that I can see everybody's comments. Okay, there we go. Yay, it's working on Facebook. I'm trying a new way of going online. So I'm really excited about this. I tried to add YouTube and Instagram today numerous of times and it didn't work out. So I will keep trying until we get that right as well. Hi, everybody. This is RC from Quiet Mind Light Center. Today is September 30th, 2024. And a lot has happened during this past week. A lot of turmoil, the hurricane in Florida, and Asheville, North Carolina is just totally taken out. Lots of homes lost, property lost. A lot of people have lost their lives. A lot missing. So it's just horrible what has happened over there. On top of that, someplace in Georgia, I forget the name of the city. I can look for it. There has been a chemical plant that is on fire. They told the city people, to stay at home, close their windows, and just stay put. Don't turn the AC on. And from what I hear, it's really, really a hot day over there. And I've also heard that the wind is going north. So we also need to pray for everybody there and everybody that will be on the path of the wind. So, what is this all about? I want to talk about that. I want to talk about the balance between wars. I didn't even mention, Lebanon got bombarded. The balance between the darkness of what's going on around our world and the light. And preparedness. We need to be prepared for things like this. And I also want to talk about healing. I am a hands on healer. There are many different healers out there. So, what does it consist of? I want to talk about that as well. It all kind of goes hand in hand together beautifully. So I have a friend who's in southern New York, and she has lost power and she has lost water. She does not have access to any water either because the rains are hitting her area for some reason, as it is many other people, right? So, how do we prepare for things like this without panicking? And that is the key. The more calm and cool and collected you are, the more you can make logical decisions on how to be prepared. And we know of simple things that we can be prepared for. For example, have extra water, have water for drinking, have water for washing your face, washing your hands, for when you go do your business, the toilet tank is just has one flush in it. You're gonna need water for the rest of the flushes. I know that my friends here in Virginia have told me that, oh, this has happened only once, but with everything that's going around, like, we've got to think ahead, that once For 7 days, they had no power. So you gotta have a way to warm up water, to make a cup of coffee, to warm up a can of food and eat it, because if it's cold, you're going to want warm things to keep you warm. So maybe if you have a home, maybe you have a grill, propane grill, make sure you have enough propane for a week or two. If it's cold out and you don't have any power, maybe the food will survive outside if animals don't come and get it. So these are the different things you need to think about: flashlights, candles, maybe solar flashlights, whatever you can think of that you need to prepare for. Just write a list down like you're writing your grocery list and go shopping. One thing at a time. I tend to buy water, every other time that I go grocery shopping. So I have a little bit extra water for emergency. Even with the chemical company lab that's burning, we don't know if the water would be contaminated. So it's good to have that for sure. Regarding your car's gas tank, don't wait until it's all the way down to empty to fill it up. Every time it goes to half, fill it up. This is what my dad used to do all the time. And one day he got into my car and he saw, like, I was very close to low. He goes, Arsene, don't ever do that again. Always fill it up half when it's half full. And I have a story about how we escaped when we were on vacation in our cars, going through Turkey to come to Iran. We literally escaped with our lives. And I was young. I was maybe 11, 12 years old. I don't exactly remember. Um, our lives depended on it, and that got us gas so that we could get away. So maybe it's stuck with him from there, but it's such a good habit to have, right? So uh, that is about being prepared for emergency. If you live in a hot place, you want to, like, make sure you have something that you can put the fan on, like people in Georgia are right now. If they've closed their windows, they've closed their AC, they would probably like something to keep cool, right? To help them keep cool. So we got to think about where we are and how we need to be prepared. And maybe whose house we can go to, or who can come to our house, neighbors close by to each other where we can help each other. It's good to have a few people. So before I let this being prepared for emergency topic go, again, I want to make sure, don't panic. There is no point in panicking. There is no point in inviting fear. The only thing you need to do is stay calm and cool. And this can of food I like to eat, I'll buy extra of those. I'll buy this candle on sale. Just continuously, calmly prepare. We don't know what will happen. I believe that more things will happen between now and election. And, they keep talking about October surprise, October surprise. Don't be surprised. I mean, we will be in October tomorrow, but Don't be surprised. Just calmly prepare for it. Now, with all of these things happening, this is darkness, war, people losing their lives, like in Asheville, people losing power for days on end, uh, the fear of survival is just the dark part of our lives, right? Just like a day, I always bring a day as an example. A 24-hour day is filled with half light and half darkness. So there is a fine balance, right? Because with the seasons, there is a dance with it. And so, what comes with all this darkness? What comes is access to your guides, to your master guides, to your ancestors, to the beings, entities that you pray to, whoever that might be. Um, Everybody prays to somebody different. Everybody's God might be somebody different. Uh, I believe that all paths lead to God. So pray to your guides. Ask them to come in and help you and guide you. Because one thing they cannot do is disturb free will. They cannot come to you and say, hey, buddy, listen, friend, listen, you got to do this, you got to do that. But once you ask for guidance, once you ask for help, then they will give you help. So, excuse me, ask for help from your guides. Ask help from the people that you pray to, from the beings that you pray to come and give you clear direction on what you need to do. Because what happens is when there is so much darkness, it is that much easy to connect with your guides and with your angels and to sit quietly and hear the answers, because there is a balance. It cannot be all dark and your connection to your guides low. No, when this is high and so is this, so that this can be balanced. So every morning, every morning pray for them to keep you safe, for them to keep your family safe, your loved ones safe. Pray for people who are on the path of disasters, with this hurricane, with this chemical lab being on fire, with wars, with people being bombarded. Um, Pray for all of them. I heard something very interesting today, and that was what you damns you right back. And I had to just pause the video I was listening to and just repeat that a few times. What you damns you right back. I was like, wow, that is profound. So all these people that are creating havoc, so many people damn them, and it comes right back. It doesn't mean that we have to approve of what they're doing. It doesn't mean that we have to like them. It doesn't mean that we have to love them. But we sure don't have to damn them, because that comes right back to us. So we can disapprove of them. We can definitely not like them. We can definitely speak up, but we do not have to damn them. And sometimes what they do is just so hard to accept, but we have to be stronger and not damn them. Just be an observer and stand ground by saying, I don't approve of this. I am not going to be approve of this. I am aware of it. I have one eye on it, but my attention and focus is going to be on the world that I want to create. This is where the wheel is going to go. The what I want to create, not what they are creating. So, balance. I've talked about balance. Invite them in, invite your guides every night, every morning, every night when you go to sleep. Ask your guides and master guides to come and protect you, to come and protect your dreams and keep you safe, keep your loved ones safe, keep everybody safe, everybody that does no harm to any other being. Every morning you wake up, you do the same thing, and you do the same thing over and over again if you need to. And you sit and you meditate. Ask your questions, ask for guidance, and sit in quiet and wait and meditate. Last night, I was talking to a friend of mine, and we were talking about all of these things that are happening. And I went to bed. And during the day, actually, she and I had been talking about Jesus. And when I was much younger, I used to be very connected to Jesus, and I used to write poems to him. And I went to bed and I was thinking about everything that's going on, and I just started crying because it's sad, right? It's sad to see the world in this shape. But I didn't want to feel fear because it's like darkness enjoys it when people are in fear. So I didn't want to give that satisfaction, right? I didn't want to create energy for them to feed off of. So I called in Jesus and I said, give me guidance. And he did. He gave me guidance, and I felt so much calmer and peaceful. And I had no reason to cry anymore. And I went to sleep really peacefully, which was just wonderful. Um, and that's what I want for you. And it is available for everybody that wants to call guidance. So, with that said, now I want to talk about healing. I want to talk about healing when you go to a healer. So, I have many clients that are always, thank you, RC, thank you so much. I feel wonderful. I feel amazing, you know. And here's the thing, when I was learning integrated energy therapy, one of my teachers said, We are an antenna. That's all we are. We are an antenna. When we are healing, it's like when we connect up to spirit, to guidance, and to our clients, guides, and master guides. So I connected to my guides and master guides, and they connect to my clients, guides, and master guides. And I know I'm talking, explaining this through my relationship, but this is like it's with everybody, right? And so it is the clients, guides, and master guides that go through the antenna and do the healing, hold space, I should say. We all, I hold space and they hold space. And it is actually the client that does healing, the healing on themselves. They're ready to be healed. So when I become the antenna, an instrument, a tool, like this is an instrument, a tool, I'm going to put my hair back. I am putting my hair back using the instrument and the and right? That's my, it's the tool I use to put my hair back. I did it. So when I have my hands over my client, I become the tool, I become the instrument, and they heal themselves. I hold space and they heal themselves. When my hands go to the certain area of their body and my hands kind of can feel where there is tension, where there's anxiety, where there is energy stuck, right? When my hands stop over there, I am now allowing, I'm bringing this to the client's attention. Hey, right here, you have energy that's stuck. And then the client starts, is aware consciously, unconsciously, and starts releasing it. And I become the tool. And so there are so many healers that do all different kinds of healing. But it's the client that decides, yes, I will be a part of it or I will not. Does this make sense? So um, sometimes even clients come, but they come to prove to themselves that this doesn't work. So do you think it will work or not? Of course it won't work. So but the client that comes and is ready to release, it will work for them, right? uh, Yesterday actually I went to my healer. He does myofascia healing, and I had been waiting for 6 weeks to go see him because I was like on a monthly schedule. And then things happened in both of our lives, and he had to take some time off, and I couldn't go when he could. He was available. So a few months has passed since I have gone, and I um, I was ready. I was so ready to release a whole bunch of things because, as you remember, my 19-year-old dog just died. So I had all this, even though I know how to release, but again, we all need guidance. We all need the instrument, like, right? So it was a session I had been waiting for, and he was like, "Oh my God!" I was putting my hands in places that I never thought that there would be something there. But the moment I put my hand on your body would start moving and releasing. And the same way, even though he didn't realize consciously why he was putting his hand here or there, but um, he was putting them all in the right places. And I had told him that, oh, my neck and my shoulders were hurting, so he worked on that a lot too. So we have to keep up with our healing all the time, and we have to move forward and continue our growth as spiritual beings, as human beings, with all of our characteristics, good, bad, indifferent, right? We got to keep going. So, with no fear, with absolutely no fear. Now, if you have any questions, please go ahead and put them in the comment section. I'm going to try and make a comment here. Oh, we do have some comments. I had to click a particular thing to see it. So we've got um, Lisa saying absolutely yes. And we have a few other people watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming. Please click like. This is what I love to do. This is my way of contributing to humanity. And by your clicks, like clicks, by your subscription clicks, by making a comment, other people get to see it, people who would need to hear these messages, who would benefit them. So I really appreciate everyone that clicks like and makes a comment. So I have to learn how to I have to learn with this new way of doing this. I have to learn how to read everybody's comments because it doesn't show up on Restream. So here we go. Okay. Okay, so we have a question here. Um, Lisa's asking, is there anything I can do to dismiss this case? So let's see what the cards say. So we got the fish, we got the stars, and the tree. Let me make sure that you can see this. And I don't know why the caption is right there instead of at the bottom. I love all this new gadget and stuff. The fish is, of course, money abundance. And the tree is grounding, right? The tree is health. The tree is growing. And the stars is destiny future. So the fish and the stars are positive cards, and the tree is a neutral card. To me, what's coming to me is the idea of the dismissal of the case is a very good and healthy thought to continue to grow, not to only grow it in your mind, but to see the situation, the case as actually dismissed, to continuously visualize seeing the judge saying case is dismissed, um, seeing yourself happy by hearing that, and feeling the emotion of the joy and the happiness that after hearing this. So you not only want to visualize it, you want to feel it, and you want to hold the feeling of it as long as you can, a minimum of 17 seconds. And if you can do 2 times 17, 3 times 17, for you to continue doing this. It is a very high possibility. The question was, what do I need to do? And I think the visualization of it, giving gratitude that it's already dismissed, um, and having the feeling of it, feeling it that it's already been dismissed, and planning your life as if it has already been dismissed. And now let me just go in for a moment. The idea of this is a very um, hard nut to crack, right? It's a like a hard nut to crack, is going against what you want. So you have to put that thought away. Um, you believe that that is hard to do. It is hard to, a part of you deep down believes that this is really hard to make happen, to have the case dismissed. You feel like you have to do, crawl up the mountain in order to reach this, and stop visualizing that. Just continue visualizing the judge saying case dismissed. Case dismissed. This case is dismissed. Okay, that's that. Now, if there's anybody else that needs a card read, please go ahead and ask your question. I will do this coming week. What can we expect this coming week? For everybody that's watching live, and everybody, hi Lisa, there's another Lisa. um, for everybody that's watching live and everybody that will be watching later. Ooh. Okay, so for this week we have the whip, which is strife, which is argument, which is definitely a negative card, right at the middle. We have the dog, friend, loyal, positive. And we have the stroke. You know what? Every time I see the stroke, I just remember my childhood cartoons that the stroke would bring the baby. So to me, it's always a positive card. And actually, it is improvement. So it's funny. It says, improvement pregnancy. Yes, it does say pregnancy. You're welcome, Lisa Fuller. Um, so, in order for you to be your own best friend and improve your life, you need to. A whip is also, um, it's just consistent, right? It's consistent. So, I mean, it goes right in with your question, Lisa. Consistently thinking, visualizing, thinking what you want, visualizing what you want, feeling what you want. And for everybody else, what you want is to continuously, whatever it is, to be your own loyal friend and to continue working on it, not to give up. That is the only way we can improve. That is the only way you can improve, to be your own best friend, to move forward. So this week's cards are more for you in supporting you. And again, one of the other ways that I mentioned of supporting yourself is by calling your angels, by calling your guides, by calling your master guides and asking for support and asking for guidance, and make it a repetition. That's the word I was looking for. Repetition. Repetition in what we want to see, how we want to see, how you want to see your life, and how you want to see the world become, and how you want the world to be a better place for everybody's children. And how, I'm sure if you're here, you are one of the people who does not want harm done to any being. And so we want to hold that very close to our hearts, no matter what we see, no matter what we hear. Hold it close to your heart. Okay, everybody. Doesn't look like there's anybody else that needs a card reading. And as always, you can always message me ahead of time if you don't want to put it in the comment section. I know some people are, they appreciate their privacy. So what you do is you send me a message, send me your question for next Monday, and also I read the question out loud without actually saying any names, and you'll know it's yours. Or you might, if it's a general question, you still don't want anybody to know that it's you asking, say, give me a fake name, and you will know that fake name is for you when I answer the question. I have done things like this before. I respect each and every one of you. Okay, again, I would really appreciate it if you would click like, if you would make comments, if you would share. This is the only way that I can spread the word around the world. So other people who need guidance, who need support, who need a few moments of inspirational creativity, a boost, knowing that there are other people like them, um, please go ahead and share and click right and make comments. Thank you very much. Bye.